MAGA Man is brought to you by.
It appears you hold all the cards, Mr. Trump. My fate is in your hands.
Has anyone ever told you you look like a donkey?
Yes. Many times.
Even facing certain death, you're defiant, like a petulant child. Well, it won't help you now, Maduro. Your time is up. F8.
You sunk my oil tanker.
Hasta el final, asshole.
Coño, carajo.
Oil Tanker, the new game from Bilton Madley, proud sponsor of MAGA Man.
El papá de los pelucones.
Democrats used to believe that border security and immigration enforcement were just common sense ideas. Don't believe it? Take their word for it.
Americans are right to demand better border security and better enforcement of the immigration laws. We simply cannot allow people to pour into the United States undetected, undocumented, unchecked.
We've had 5 million undocumented workers come over the borders. It has become an extraordinary problem.
All Americans, not only in the states most heavily affected, but in every place in this country, are rightly disturbed by the large numbers of illegal aliens entering our country. And we must do more to stop it.
Biden, yes or no, would you allow the cities to ignore the federal law?
No.
Any city should listen to the Department of Homeland Security. The city made a mistake not to deport someone that the federal government strongly felt should be deported.
Just because your child gets across the border, that doesn't mean the child gets to stay.
We do not think the comprehensive health care benefits should be extended to those who are undocumented workers and illegal aliens. We do not want to do anything to encourage more illegal immigration.
People say, well, why can't you stop illegal immigrants from coming here? And the number one answer we give is when they come here, they can get jobs, get benefits against the law because of fraud.
Illegal immigration is wrong, plain and simple.
Open borders. You're doing away with the concept of a nation state.
Our nation, like all nations, has the right and obligation to control its borders, and no matter how decent they are, no matter their reasons, the 11 million who broke these laws should be held accountable.
For decades, these weren't controversial or radical ideas. The only thing that changed is them.
Hey yo, meticulous like a watchmaker, precision, I'm public enemy without the clock. Yo, listen, champagne flavor apricot, full flavored, full leaf furs, ocelot, I'm at the spot, about to make salad, on a calm morning, got me brainstorming, new ways to breach loopholes, new goals, to turn coal into diamonds, you motherfucking turncoats, cotton picking good for nothing whining, you low down Benedicts, how you kill a good nigga working in the neighborhood. hood, tryna build shit. That ain't real shit. I know it's hard to get on one accord, but why take a king off the board? It's not checkmate when the gang detonate, but let me deviate. I'm thinking more of pouring white grapes in the flu. I escape in the coupe, the heist. Open shop down in Alger Heights. Nothing less than success will suffice. Right, tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. It's real. Pearls before swine. Girls with strong minds, the world is all mine. It's like hurry up and wait, it's a long line. You got the right idea, but at the wrong time. Timepieces, I find peace, my mind reaches new levels, new devils to leave speechless. Speak truth to power, minutes turn to hours, yours become ours. Now it's new moves, rules of engagement. I leave out with the money, with who I came with. No more the same shit, but I'm still player. Get your main hit like your first single. Layers, fly ladies understand lingo. On the hotel rooftop, we met mingle. Tequila shots, the whole menu was bilingual. Sing along, you know the words, it's not a jingle. A man with a plan with a purpose. Standing ovation, we out, close the curtains. Yeah. Tell me how it feel, tell me how it feel. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Tell me how it feel to be a real one. We don't inherit empires, gotta build one. High stakes when it's fake, stay a real one. Mastermind a game plan to make a meal from. Know the deal.
Position in the kitchen, I'm working. Whip it, bag of half and 50s, hit the strip and I serve it. If it's the issue, trust, I'm coming to get with you in person. With the extender, throwing at you till I flip the Suburban. All my businesses flourish. I'm on my way to my yacht. I put a 6 on the dock like Julius Erving. Damn, I know my nigga's sisters is hurting. He caught new case, but got his sentences concurrent. That ain't get him discouraged. Got another homie in prison for murder. He would let his gun clap and fire at anyone that would try. Watching this baby mother's cry, I got numb, I can't lie. His mama ain't shed a tear, she know that come with his line. Thought about it, his kids was young when son got the time. Won't see his daughter graduate, can't teach his son how to drive. Not to see where I get this ambition from and this drive, the machine. I'm iller than anyone that's alive. Look, bought the Benz truck and the Maybach with no license, straight from dealership, not from the auction with the low prices. A long way from selling white and running from the pole laces. You niggas know who flow nicest. Raise the bar like coke prices. Fronted the homie, caught the joint, he stopped answering. Then my niggas since grammar school, I don't know how to handle it.
Olive Green Valley went breaker to wet my taste buds. Y'all hate niggas praying for table crumbs. Damn, y'all looking bad, y'all might be mistaken for bums. My first thought was to put some spare change in your cup. Here's a blanket, at least you'll be covered up. I'm becoming numb, I don't feel the love at night, I hug my guns. Might touch you with the same razor I used to cut my drugs. Homies blazing, made for shaving sun. The snub is stainless, the air is white like Shayla Buff, I waited. Lipo sucked the plug, left weightless. Niggas on the waiting list, look at your greater wig, what's that, a wave kit? Listen baby, don't shake the shit, please. Still a assist, shit scaring away the fish. I'm a player, son, I'm just here sharing game with pimps. Bitch tried to throw a big monkey wrench in my Benz vent. I find it interesting, I was chilling just when they thought the engine went. I still did it big. Pick of the litter, but ain't no kittens here. I'm like Huey Newt sitting in the king's wicked chair with the pistol near. My face is chiseled in the silverware with care. Spilling Bel Air on the thread I wear. I'm a threat out here. You better not let the cat out for air, yeah. I'm a threat out here. They better not let the cat out for air, yeah.
I used to think about the people in your life. And I think of Neil. And then you were sitting there right now when he said to me, you say, John, what's it about?
Yeah, I ain't no Superman businessman like you. You know, I'm just a gangster, I suppose.
The butcher coming, nigga. I won't shake your boss hand or kneel to the Pope. Me and Duffel like Gotti and Neil de la Croce. They cry crocodile tears when they broke. I'm tucking eagles in my belt and putting crocodile skin on a coat. Cutting bills from a sealed envelope. Niggas got 2 feet in the game and still don't got no idea how I go. As always, I only did what I know. Instinct start kicking in when the meat on your ribs getting low. Streets got a dark side to 'em, I watch for the double cross. They threw the triple at me, this made me trigger happy. Streets made me business savvy. Yeah, the bosses of all bosses, capo the tootie cappy. Let's start there, look how we started, now the vets all peers. And I don't gotta cash a check all year. Let's address your fears, order your nightmare, chest your ears. Though Jasper can protect your chance, I thought more of my enemies. It'd be hard to avoid a hater. So I buy bullets in bulk like toilet paper. With no fork, I use anything for an oil scraper. Pull a brick out of mule and look like she going to labor. I don't wanna be forgotten. Got me spending everything when I'm copping. The prices had a nigga spoiled rotten. Fed the family out my pocket. That was pre-rap before I got these watches. In the midst of that, we all know who I out a little liquor. Just for my enemy's sake. When they see me, they turn pale.
Yo, what up, Mr. O? What's up with you, man? Yo,
Not much, man. Not much. Yeah. Can you hear me?
Yeah, you good.
Not much, man. It's another beautiful Monday night. You know, chilling in Chicago. Been raining all day. Same old as always. Winter construction, only weathers we give. I'm glad it's not snowing though. I gave you gangster grandma right here. This who you got to worry about out here.
Okay, actually, let's play this shit. Let's just jump right to the Twitter and shit. Hold on, let me run this back.
Put that motherfucking money right now.
Who the fuck you talking to?
Grandma, what you doing?
I said you heard me, bitch. Put that motherfucking money right now.
Who the fuck you talking to?
Grandma, what you doing?
I said you heard me, bitch.
Anybody else want to talk crazy? Or we rolling? Every block got a story. I decide how it ends. Expansion.
So what's next?
Hold up. Slow down. You know you fucked up my alimony, right?
Granny, damn.
Drive. Should have paid what he owed. Thought I disappeared? I just got quieter.
Here. They still scared of you.
Good. Means they listening.
Grandma!
Not on my watch. Let's finish our walk.
Come
pulling up. Let them look.
They still asking for permission. You in my lane now. Decide quick if you passing through or staying under.
They folded quick.
Pressure reveals everything.
Grandma, are we sure about this? She look fresh.
She better be. I told her not to die ugly. Bitch, it's time to do what we used to and get this money.
Yo, what the f?
Tell them the queen still runs this block.
Always. Crown don't move, people do.
Hey man, that part with the morgue.
Right now.
Say what?
Man, that part in the morgue though, man. I ain't see that one coming. I ain't see that all the way through.
Wait, is that Chicago?
I don't know, man. Or somebody sent. I sent that on my timeline. I was like, man, let me go and send this some cheese mode real quick.
Yo, that's mad funny, bro.
Hey man, this AI. I'm trying to find a way to get that shit done my damn self. I'm about to come up with something like that similar, real.
Yo, I'm gonna be honest with you. Soon you ain't gonna be able to tell the difference between regular movies and the AI. Okay, I see you sent me the Gutfeld joint. Let's just do the Gutfeld. All right, this is Gutfeld.
Yeah, Gutfeld been going in. Well, I think he got two of these Jones. He wouldn't be going in all week, bro. Play.
Okay, let's see. This one is Greg Gutfeld just delivered the single most succinct and cutting indictment of the left-wing media's complicity in Saturday's White House Correspondents' Dinner attack. This guy did hear voices. They were Ted Lieu's. Oh yeah, that's right. That I think he's congressperson from California.
Terrorism that you say, well, now we'll never know. What could it possibly be?
Well, they're running away from the story because they know they got their fingerprints all over it. I disagree with Harold. With all due respect, a call for unity is not for us. We don't need it.
He called for it, though.
No. I'm just saying that it's not for me to hear. It's for your side. We don't need it.
Spot
because
on.
It's only a one-way thing. You mentioned some examples like the Pelosi thing, which is a mental illness thing. The Wisconsin thing, we still aren't sure what the hell happened there. The Whitmer thing was a plot. Who created the plot? That would take an entire special to go under. I disagree with Jesse. This guy did hear voices. They were Tim Waltz's, they were Ted Lieu's, they were Brandon Johnson's, they were CNN's, they were The View, they were MS Now. Okay.
All right. I like that Gutfeld ain't pulling.
I knew he was gonna like this.
Yo, what up, Kwame? Salute, man.
Kwame Kaju, what up, bro?
Yo, what up, Aaron? Yo, what up, Aaron? All right, Aaron, if you're gonna stick around, I'll find something from Canada because I've been watching British news in Parliament and some of Canada because I want to see what Carney's doing. So yeah, stick around. All right, let's play the rest of this Gutfeld.
I think this is a helpful assassination attempt because it is the first one to show that you can be radicalized by liberal smugness.
Exactly.
If you read his posts and if you read his manifesto, it sounds like every smarmy, sanctimonious, self-satisfied pronouncement from an asshole like Brandon Johnson, like Waltz, like Lieu, the people who think they know better than you. This guy was not a crank. He was not deranged. Don't buy into that narrative because it lets these pompous asses off. He didn't do this because, as Jesse said, he didn't have voices in his head. He was just following orders. He was operating on a filter that said.
Spot on. That's what I was saying last night when I was saying, not saying that I felt sorry for him and that, like, you know, the goofy liberal left is on. But when you saw, when Osmond Gold was going through the dude's social media and like there's videos and stuff, he's just kind of a regular dude. And I was just saying that because this incident in particular just highlights the overwhelming influence of the mainstream media with this Trump derangement syndrome propaganda. Like I said, it's not the news anymore. Do you know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And like what I'm saying is like this is like the Charlie Kirk guy was a furry dude. You know what I'm saying with the with the trans boyfriend slash girlfriend type thing. This dude is like, he kind of came off like the typical left wing liberal. Do you know what I mean? I think he's a second grade teacher.
Something like that.
But what I'm saying, like when I saw him talk, he didn't come off like that, the pure 100% leftist deranged. Like I think this is a real example of the overwhelming effect of like a decade of anti-Trump propaganda with like no logic behind it, like and vilifying him to the extent that they and normalizing violent political rhetoric. You don't understand what I'm saying? And like we're finally seeing it. Like it's, I mean, as much as a leftist can be normal, but it's starting to affect have a deleterious effect on the general public. You know what I'm saying? Like I count like the left wing left as like the general left wing, and then like the ultra left, like, you know, the furries and the trannies and the BLMs and all that. But there's like, you know what I'm saying? And the crazy Karens with the blue hair. And then there's like, you know, the people that used to be sort of leftist centrist Democrats, but you know what I mean? They're all off of you know, falling all off the left wing. And like, we're starting to see like the negative effects of that. What do you think?
We start seeing the negative effects. We start seeing a whole bunch of, you know, Operation Mockingbird being played out, and we seen Operation MK Ultra being affected. This is like the up-T person that's been involved in some type of assassination conspiracy and whatnot, and they have appeared on some form of TV news in the past. Like he was on TV in 2017. Now he's a prime, almost attempt assassinator of our U.S. president. I'm starting to see that we have a lot of people that might be under Project Mockingbird and MK Ultra, and everything is just like triggers. You know, it's like a sleeper cells, a whole bunch of sleeper cells in these liberal parties, and they don't even know it.
That I think you're spot on with that, and I wonder. I'm wondering if Greg's going to touch on it. We're going to play the rest of it, but even if you listen to the stuff that's written in his manifesto, it's verbatim The View and CNN. Like it's verbatim. Like, you know what I mean? Like the talking points.
Yep, Mockingbird, like, Operation Mockingbird.
Yeah, irregardless of like his sentence structure and everything. If you see the stuff he's ranting about, it's all of the, you know, the propaganda phrasing and stuff that, I mean, basically you turn on CNN any day, and The View, and they just been repeating this stuff again and again and again. And like, I think it's like a what do you call it? Like a earworm or a mind worm, a thought worm.
Mm-hmm.
I think it's driving people for friggin' insane.
Trump was Hitler, and therefore it would be immoral if you didn't take Hitler out. So his filter is actually making him logical. He's the sanest one in the group because he took them at their word. When MS Now says...
Bingo. That's exactly what I was just saying. Like, this guy came off, like, when I was looking at all the, you know, the expose, he seems kind of normal. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, he's a goofy liberal, but he's, like, normal. You know what I'm saying? Some of my friends are liberals. I argue with them and everything, but they're not freaking insane. That's what I said. And I think that's what I was saying last night. I felt like a little sorry because this guy he's fairly normal. You know what I'm saying? And Greg's hitting it right on the head. Like the mainstream media have done their friggin' job.
Trump is Hitler. He's the sensible one. He went out and went after Hitler. Now, if you told him he was wrong, would he listen? No, because you know this guy. You've run into this guy. They think they're right. This is the big point. The biggest problem, and I don't include you in this, Harold, the problem with the left is the lack of humility. This is what has always bothered people on the right. We believe in a higher power. We could be wrong. But for for the left, they can have ideas which turn into belief, which turn into an ideology, and there's no breaks to it, i.e. a higher power that might say, you know what, you could be wrong. This is a guy that when you read his stuff, he is right on everything. When you read his posts, when you read his, and then if something disappoints him, it's everybody's fault. This is exactly the same kind of person you run into at BLM, at Antifa, at any protest.
Okay, I didn't even watch this. He's saying exactly what I just said. I didn't even watch this.
Liberal friend who thinks the world is out to get them, and yet they sit at home and they do nothing and they blame Trump. This event exposes that. It also exposes the myopic egoism of the media, who in the run-up to the dinner said, you know what, it's really about a threat against the press. And who brought on the threat? Well, it's this orange demon, Trump. But it turns out the guy who's getting shot at isn't the press. It's the orange demon that you have turned into a Hitlerian figure. He's the one facing the actual threat, when all he's trying to do is what's best for the country. You may disagree with it, but you are the guys that created the rhetoric. So I think that this was a helpful assassination attempt because, A, nobody got hurt. I'm not going to go with the conventional thing. Thank God, thank God, thank God. You can't write this off as a deranged person, and that is the lesson. Turns into action, how there are security lapses in a hotel, how the
All right, Greg made my point better. Like, I was trying to make this point last night. We were trying to run a show, but this is the point that I was trying to make last night when I said I kind of felt bad for the guy, because this guy seemed as normal as a leftist can be. He seems friggin' normal. Do you understand what I'm saying? Like, and Greg just broke it down. Like, this is more an indictment of the overwhelming propaganda agenda of the mainstream liberal media, and them basically not doing their job reporting the news anymore, them pushing agendas.
hell was he not shot?
Especially
Did he
the
just
agenda
trip?
and
I mean, the Hilton, Paris Hilton is harder to get into than the DC Hilton. And I think the biggest thing here, and it'll go, and this is, it kind of goes back to COVID in a way. It's how scientific minds, this guy was an engineer, can do evil because it's
That was the other thing. The guy was an engineer, so like he's a systems thinker and stuff like that. So you would think when he listens to this TDS propaganda, his logical mind will kick in and be like, well, that doesn't make any logical sense. You understand what I'm saying to you? So
Yeah.
that's the power of that continuous repetition of this this TDS program. And that's what thank you, Greg. He actually made a better argument than I did last night. But that was the point I was trying to get at. When I read this guy's bona fides, I listened to him talk, I saw the stuff he was doing. And like I said, he's an engineer, he's a systems thinker. A lot of us, that's why a lot of this stuff doesn't work on like the street dudes. The street dudes love Trump because we're just common, they're common sense guys. They just like, oh, that looks like pretty gangster what Trump's doing. I fuck with it. You know what I'm saying? What I'm saying? They don't get bogged down in all the of the news propaganda stuff. They just be like, what? Oh, what? He went and snatched the ball from Venezuela. He was threatening us. All right, that's gangster. You understand what I'm saying? Like, it's the common sense kicks in. So hold on, let me play the rest of this.
unfettered to a higher power. He was making the decisions. He had control, just like Fauci, just like everybody that tells you, you are wrong, I know better. That was the whole point of his screed. When you read it, didn't sound crazy to me. It sounded like a guy saying, dude, I'm smarter than you are. It's a Unabomber.
But I'll tell you this, there have been attempts on presidents.
Spot on. All right, you sent a good link. Oh, what's up? That's all you.
Terrorism that you say, well, now we'll never know. What could it possibly be?
Well,
Well,
the thing is, though, like you had just said, they had stopped reporting the news, actual news. They stopped reporting these liberal Congress people, these Democrat leaders saying, if you see a Trump supporter, you should go ahead and punch him in the face. I want to punch Trump in the face. Hey, what you had played last night with Johnny Depp saying, and I quote, when was the last time an actor took out a president? All this is just signals. Like, they're sending to the masses of idiots out there to take their best shot and become famous and end up in prison or on a firing range. You know, they trying to bring back the firing range, machismo. So
No, which they should, especially for treason. Like we need to bring back people getting tried for treason. No bullshit.
yeah, because these same people in charge that we the people supposedly voted for, but they supposedly working for us, but they telling and working against our best interests. I literally just seen on X Machismo in chat that Ford and a lot of these automakers, they are pushing through of clearing and making vehicles in 2027 going forth with face recognition. Yeah, they could basically stop your car if they find out that you're in the system for any nefarious or criminal activity. It's a whole bunch of things out here. The future is now you will own nothing and be happy.
Oh, 100%. Let me see. Let's go through a couple of these things in the comments. Aaron said MSM has people brainwashed. It's been a decade of nonstop TDS. Yeah, that's the point I was making earlier. You said funny, the people who always compare DJT to the Mustache Man are the same people, who are pro-Palestinian, anti-Israel. I can't take them seriously.
Nope.
And as far as the Israel thing, I've been saying this from the beginning. Like I say this to Saul, Israel's not going anywhere. They're not going nowhere. They're our biggest strategic ally right there in the Middle East. Like, who else is there that represents the West? Like, so just by sheer default and their positioning on the board, we're never going to not stop dealing with them. They've got one of the best intelligence agencies in the world. They'll kill anything. Let's just keep it a buck. And you know, they've got a heavy lobby over here. It's just, you know, my father was a chess player. He taught me and my brothers to play chess. I keep saying this all the time. When you can't change the board, you got to figure out how to get in a better position. You understand what I'm saying? And I like, and this thing with Trump and the bombing of Iran the first time, and even with this, like I said, you know, it's like Israel's going to do what it does. It's going to lobby. It's going to try and bully. You got to be aware of that, and then you just make the moves where their interests align with our interests. Then we'll go in. You understand what I'm saying? You see. I mean, if anyone's been watching this subjectively, like Israel's been actually a bigger aid to us than, depending on how you look at it, than us to them. I mean, it was a mutually beneficial situation. Do you know what I'm saying? They had the intel, they had the targets, they knew where everything was. They was like, you guys got the air power. Let's hit these. Listen, street shit, bro. Let's hit these fuckers while they're down. You understand what I'm saying? Take them out now. Cause we either got to take them out now or we got to take them out later. They're weak. Let's hit them now. Like that. It's real. This is basic shit. And
all
like,
the war type of shit.
Yeah, even if you look at what they're doing, they're just, you know, they've waxed what I said before, kill chain. They kept whacking the bosses till they got to a boss they could talk to. You understand what I'm saying? Oh, you don't want to talk? Whack him. You don't want to talk? Whack him. Hey, do you want to talk? Okay, let's talk. Well, ceasefire. You see what I'm saying? Oh, you're a tough guy, huh? Take this guy's head up. Oh, you're a tough guy, huh? It's street shit, bro. Kwame, go ahead. That's all you.
Yeah, I was gonna say it's crazy that these same type of libtards would talk about Trump as a dictator, but y'all was go ahead and say that y'all want Iran to stay a dictatorship because of what y'all believe. I'm like, do y'all be hearing yourselves sometimes? Y'all so possessed with TDS or whatever the media is calling it. I just call it like y'all just mentally ill. Y'all been given so many damn antidepressant to the president drove y'all crazy, and y'all got nothing better else to do. This is just bad. This is comical, but bad comedy. Like, how can y'all go out here and literally say y'all against you say no kings, but you want the Ayatollah back in charge to rule over his people because Trump bad? He had no business going over there.
Oh yeah, and especially all these chicks out here on their pro-Iran joint. Like you do realize that like they be gang raping those chicks over there, like before, like when they're executing them, and then machine gun, like bro, like it shit's crazy to me.
Oh, don't
And then,
worry,
and,
Gizmo. New York, the women in New York City would know what that is like in a near couple of months or a couple of years. Yeah.
oh, Mondami's turning that shit into Escape to New York. I'm waiting to see it fall. Like I think that the general, they should get what they voted for. And I just want to see him destroy New York. All of the major businesses are leaving and stuff like that. Hey, and then have them elect a Republican later or someone that's not blue to have to rebuild it back. But I'm of the opinion you should start giving these fuckers what they voted for. You
Oh
wanna
no,
vote-
no. See, the thing about New York, you just can't focus on Mondani. You also gotta look at that bitch Hochul. That bitch.
Oh
Hochul,
yeah.
Like them, they like peanut butter and jelly on rotten bread for New York, where the rotten apple is at. You know what I'm saying? So I don't see anytime soon, because they go, even if they get rid of Mandani, they are always gonna support Karen for no apparent reason. Hochul ain't going nowhere. So New York get what they effing deserve. And I like
Well,
New York.
yeah, well, New York is deep blue. It's not what it used to be. I mean, y'all having the same problem in Chicago.
Oh, we always had this problem. See, they never learned from us. We've been doing this thing, this Democratic machine, off and on for the state. We have a Republican, but you do Democratic ish too. So, yeah, we've been like this for over 100 years, and we ain't gonna never change. You know what I'm saying? I see my girl Danielle from Chicago Red trying to run for mayor. Hopefully, she get in. Stick by her word. But other than that, hey.
Oh yeah, I did see that too. That she's trying to run for mayor. I got my no Keisha's in power for a decade joint, but in that case, I might make an exception because at least she'll be a Republican. Let me play this.
And unlike Marjorie Taylor Greene or a bunch of people on the right, bloviating, talking out of both sides of their mouth, knowing that they're pushing for something that'll never happen. Meaning invoking the 25th Amendment, that ain't gonna happen. As long as he's alive and breathing, Donald Trump's gonna be the president until the end of the year 2028. It's just a fact. The 25th Amendment will not be executed. Stop it. Just say what Stephen A. said. You got former Congresswoman Marjorie Taylor Greene right there, 25th Amendment, not a single bomb has dropped on America. We cannot kill an entire civilization. This is evil and madness. Yeah. Illinois Governor J.B. Pritzker. This is not foreign policy. It's a deranged madman threatening to wipe out an entire country. It's past time. The 25th Amendment must be invoked. Stop it. All you're showing is how useless you are. To invoke the 25th Amendment, you're going to have to get the vice president to sign off, the Republicans in the House to sign off, cabinet members to sign off, basically declaring him unfit. It's something the president is fully capable of fighting by saying he's not unfit. And as a result, it's a reason why it's never been exercised in American history. Stop it.
No, you sent me this one too, and that's spot on. One of the few times, one of the few times Stephen A. Smith gets it right. But that Marjorie, a friend, one of my day one sent me one of these Marjorie Taylor Greene and Tucker type shorts being like, look, the MAGA base is turning on Trump. I'm like, bro, they were never MAGA in the first place. They're influencers that tagged along for the ride because they saw which way the tide was turning during the election. And now that they have an opportunity, just like when sharks think they smell blood in the water, they're trying to, take their digs and everything. It's not going to work out for them because despite what they think, I keep saying this to some of my friends and people, the man has a goddamn mandate for a reason. I was talking about this with Saul. I was like, okay, here's the thing. The guy's we haven't even hit the midterms yet, so the guy's not even 2 years in. Whatchamacallit? He's not, the most important thing is that the MAGA base, the populist base that elected him, what they see is that they see movement. They see him acting on everything he said, pretty much leading up in terms of policy, geopolitical. He's been talking about he doesn't fuck with NATO for a long time, even before the election. So they see him doing he just got the SAFE Act the big beautiful bill. They see him acting on the things he said he was going to do. Things don't always execute perfect or not, but I don't think the public wants that. They just want to see action. Do you understand what I'm saying to you? And I think a lot of that will play out in the wash. I think the base that actually elected him, because this was a populist movement. This didn't come from the Republican side or the Democrat side. It was a populist movement. And I think my personal opinion is that in for a penny, in for a pound. I think that's how the base is. They're like, all right, they see him doing moves. They see him, people taking shots at him. And you know what they say? If they're shooting at you, you must be doing something right.
Yep. You ain't not important unless someone trying to kill you. Man, Big was ahead of his time. You know, I found it ironic why every time I look at Marjorie Taylor Greene, you remember Stephen King movie Sleepwalkers? Yeah. I put the link in the back chat for the reference. That's how she be looking like every time I see her. They just crowd chasers of politics. They just want to go ahead and be relevant in the news. Since what's her name, Keisha? See, you know how bad it is. Jasmine Crockett became irrelevant. I had to go ahead and I had to say the Keisha name. And you see you see how beautiful everything been going on for
the game show where you flaunt your.
Go ahead. You said Crockett, so I'll pull something up. Go ahead.
You see how beautiful and quiet it's been ever since she had lost her job a couple of weeks ago.
Yo, 100%. 100%. The biggest noise been this recent goddamn shooting. Speaking of which, and this is why you read my mind because I was looking for it. You brought it up. This is why Crockett is no longer in the running.
Welcome to Idiot Test, the game show where you flaunt your stupidity. Today, our two contestants battle to prove they're the ultimate ding-dongs. First up, we have bartender scientist Alexandria Ocasio-Cortez.
It's actually pronounced AOC.
AOC's dream is to invent something that's never been invented before. So, what are you working on?
Okay, so I'm totally inventing this super never been invented thing that goes in your sink and totally grinds up all your leftover food.
This socialist sweetheart has the brain size of a peanut. But boy, can she dance.
Oh my gosh.
What's wrong?
I think I'm having a climate change.
Girl, your fish tank need a change. Do you need a doctor or some medicine?
No, it's okay. It was just a photo op.
Next, we have Jasmine Crockett. It's actually Jasmine Crockett, Congress's own hood rat lash queen.
Where my falsie at, yo? I ain't rocking no half lash day. I'll totally help you find your lash just as soon as I'm done totally filming my TikTok video. I'm totally lip syncing to WAP, but it's gonna totally be about tax reform and junk.
Is this your lash?
Yup, that's it. I will, but let me get a little glue from them donkey chompers. As if.
Behold, two of America's DEI masterpieces, straight out of Clown College. All right, morons, let's do a practice question to get started.
OMG, that's so weird. I just took a pregnancy test. My body, my choice.
If you found out you were adopted, would you tell your parents?
No way. No. I would totally not even want to hurt their feelings or whatever.
Let's try another one. Can you spell orange?
Is you talking about the food or the crayon? You got to be specific. Yeah, that's totally a tough one.
And we're off.
Can I buy a vowel?
Very simple. Even Kamala could get this right.
What is garbage disposal?
I didn't ask the question yet.
Hey, can I phone a friend up in here?
No, I gotta ask you the question first.
Somebody should invent like a roll of toilet paper that I can keep next to the potty that won't make my fingers all stinky when I wipe. Hey, can I solve the puzzle, yo? What is cauliflower?
I have to ask the question first.
Well, I didn't know it was gonna be a test.
Oh, so it's because I'm black? What are the 3 branches of the U.S. government?
Duh. It's like totally TikTok, Instagram, and Facebook.
No, it ain't.
Everybody knows that.
No, that's not correct. Jasmine? The branches of the government be straight up KFC, Popeyes, and Waffle House, y'all. Just a reminder, these 2 morons are making laws in America. The correct answer was legislative, executive, and judicial. Join us tomorrow where we continue this shit show.
Absolute gold. Absolute. Oh man. All right, hold on. Let me play this Philip Scott joint real quick, and then I want to play the I want to play this police stop joint. This because it popped up on my time stream. And I want to play it because you see, I'm sure your timeline's being flooded with black men being violent, black men femicide, this and it's
every
all
5.5 hours.
Yeah, and it's all in the wake of this Ashley Renee chick getting whacked in Zanzibar, and I don't know if you've noticed, we haven't heard anything about old boy Joe since that shit happened, right? Not a goddamn thing.
Just like on Old Boy, I forgot this particular divester got deleted. Remember this particular divester, the officers said they didn't arrest this Brad because they said he was a nice guy.
Oh yeah.
Was that Lawrence Smith Fields? I think
that was in Rhode Island, wasn't it?
Yep, something like that. Connecticut, Rhode Island, one of those. Yep. And we ain't heard nothing about that either. You know what's so ironic, and this is what Keisha and the sisterhood always get themselves called up when they want to report these old talking points, and they want go ahead you said talking points at their disadvantage. You know how they say that black men cause the most what's that thing called type of violence amongst them. Proxy violence, but yet they say that the reason why they can't find a man because they all locked up. So which one is it?
Right, exactly. All of those talking points are they're basically getting played out. They're becoming more and more non-effective the more and more we make this content. Yo, you there?
Yeah, I'm here. I was just doing something. Yeah, that's right. You're right. They I was even looking at a video with one of these travesters. I was going to do a video, but she had, took it down. I was mad off of TikTok. You know, saying coward. She had said that. Even the one I posted early with that Nigerian bra saying she would still choose a white man over a black man even after this whole what's her name, Ashley Janae situation. I'm looking like this is sick. Y'all really willing to go ahead and be the white. Y'all wouldn't even survive in a horror movie that long. And I know y'all relationships don't last that long. So basically y'all living out y'all horror movie fantasy. That's crazy. Mike Myers is they forget Jesus. They want Mike Myers for their boyfriend. And I'll pass the mic there.
You said they want Michael Myers for their boyfriend?
Yes.
That's mad funny. Okay. That's a new one. You said they want Michael Myers. That's funny.
They want Michael, bro. Hey, look, the only white man, because guess what? He cares. He always make sure they know where he at. You know what I'm saying? He always stays on point. He always got a sharp mind and everything in between. You know what I'm saying? He'll cut him off if he need to. Out there, the puns ain't landing. Damn.
No, that was good. I'm looking at this. I'm looking at this joint right here. Here, let's Hey, let's do this Philip Scott joint, and then I want to do because Carney just announced this sovereign wealth fund, who's basically copying off of Trump. I was saying this to Saul the other day. You know what's playing out with Trump in the like the world stage with all these world leaders? It's the red pill alpha male beta male protocols.
Oh,
You see what I'm saying? Like, and Trump's like a real old school, like 70s, 80s, like alpha male type shit. And like the way you see the Europeans and everybody, like they're just beta male leaders. Like, you know what I'm saying? And like that's if you see a lot of the stuff that they're doing, it's more so like we're not cooperating because he hurt our feelings. And that has nothing to do with like policy and shit. You know what I'm saying?
Like children, like
Yeah.
spoiled children.
And then the other thing is like, I think a lot of foreign countries have been used to us kind of being like the lapdog, cleaning up behind everybody, and they being lazy. And Trump, the big dog, coming in like, nah, we ain't doing that shit no more. We ain't doing that shit no more. We cutting off the money. You need to kick up to us, and this is how we running things. And I'm with that. And I think the general American public are. All right, let me play some of this Philip Scott, because this is him talking about the CBC. I'm not going to play all
I
of it.
told you that's a great stumbling block for our people to be on code, because we need everybody as we can to be on code. Some people believe in that political party more than they believe in the Lord.
Bro.
Now, did the Democrats come and help get Ashley Gonzalez out? I want to talk about that just briefly. The Democrats didn't come out and say a word. The Congressional Black Caucus didn't come out and say a word about what she said. And Houston is a Democrat city. Interesting, right? Some was racist all up in Democrat cities. Democrat mayor, Democrat city council. And nobody came out. The Congressional Black Caucus, every time something happened to black people, the Congressional Black Caucus are nowhere to be found. Even your local congressional people, quiet. Al Green, where was he at? What's the other guy? Christian Menifee, where was he at? They stay quiet. That's why I be on their bumper so much. Why he's always talking about the Congressional Black Caucus and the Democrats? That Ashley Gonzalez story is why. When something happens to us, you ain't got nothing to say. You're quiet. The only time you speak, unless the Democrat Party tell you you got permission to speak. Why would I want to be a part of any party that's telling me I can't speak up for my people? You crazy as hell. I'm going to speak up for black people. I'm part of that community. What's the point of me being in Congress and I can't speak up? That's why I told y'all I got respect for Ilhan Omar on that aspect. She speak up for Somalis. She's a Democrat. She don't ask them for permission to speak up for Somalis. I've been saying this. She's about one of the most courageous ones I've seen. I ain't seen no Congressional Black Caucus member stand on business for black people like Ilhan Omar stand on business for Somalis. And they don't like her either. And she don't care. She talks back to them. She don't care. I said that repeatedly. Why can't we as FBAs have somebody like that? But listen, in order for us to get somewhere, the whole Congressional Black Caucus have to be like Ilhan Omar, basically, but just for us.
Yo,
and that's not what they are. They only staying in good with Massa. They can't speak up even when a video is that blatant. It's not a video of nuance. It's just blatant racism. And they don't say nothing. So don't come and tell me why I talk about the Democrats so much. This Ashley Gonzalez story is why I'm going to stay on top.
Well, he's right about that. And but I was saying this to Saul the other day on the phone. We're in a representative republic. You know what I'm saying? Like, so the Congressional Black Caucus in particular, I think what is like 4 tethers on there, and like the rest may be FBAs. I got to do my research. But I know there are a lot. But nonetheless, this is like this accountability thing. And like I said, a lot of this is the tyranny of the old niggas telling you not to be involved in anything. And then the Somalis come here and they get involved, and now they're fucking running you, and they're siphoning off $8 billion back to their country because they got involved. So my point being, like, you know, what he's saying about the congressional, they're not going to do nothing, this, that, and other. But like I said, there's the people do have power in this country. Like I said, the lobbyists, yeah, they run everything. The parties are big. It's all the big money, the donor money. But if y'all motherfuckers don't come out and vote certain motherfuckers in the office, they don't get there. You understand what I'm saying? It's the check and the balance. You see what I'm saying? You don't have the money. You're not a lobbyist. You don't have that. But you do kind of decide who the hell gets in office and who doesn't, who gets a vote.
Yep.
Do you know what I'm saying? That's tremendous leverage. They can't do anything without you.
Yeah, just like here in Chicago.
You know, just like look at the MAGA base. You know, people made a whole bunch of hay, like they didn't like you know, the narrative start going around that Israel's running everything and even with the Epstein files, when the MAGA base basically revolted on Trump, like, yo, you're about to lose the midterms. Yo, I don't care what Pam Bondi's doing. Drop them joints. You know, Trump looked through him like, well, I ain't even really in them, so I don't give a fuck anyway. You know what I'm saying? But you saw like I said, I mean, the MAGA base kind of like they were holding Trump and the administration to the things that he promised on the election trail, and that's what I'm saying. That's what you should do. Do you understand? You remember them old movies where, like, you know, the union would put like a local congressman in power or something like that, and then like they start losing jobs down at the docks or something like that, and like the union workers and stuff show up at the congressman's office and everything with the goons, and they be like, yo, we got you in here, you know, if the unions and the Teamsters didn't back you, now we losing jobs, and you know, and someone said, you don't understand what I'm saying? And they used to lean on boys like, yo,
now we gonna break your legs.
Yeah, you need to pass this legislation, homie. You know what I'm saying?
They don't care. They don't care. They just want to go and tell you all good or feel good, just as long as they get in office. And once they get in office, they be like, man, holler at me during election season. I'll go ahead and fight for you then.
No, but what I'm saying is that's the general public's fault for not.
Oh yeah.
You know what I'm saying? But that's not like the politician is going to politician. You understand what I'm saying to you?
The best lies is politicians and a hooker.
Yeah, but that's that water is wet argument. My point is, like, back in the day, motherfuckers used to write their congressmen and stuff like that. Like, yo, we need this over here. The general public has slowly started getting less and less involved with what's going on, and like, you know, and with the people that they send to office.
Hell, so, even their aldermen. You gotta even look at their aldermen, their congressmen. These people don't do their own research. They see a face, they hear a voice. Hell, some of them be so they got cronyism like, hey yo, he said if we get him elected, you know, I could give me like a little small kind of job. You know what I'm saying? Help a brother out. You know what I'm saying? He help you out. I'll help you out. And then you know what I'm saying? We start this whole system thing. We go ahead and take over the system like that. That's how they come to you. I already know it. I already know.
Hold on, let's do. Here we go. I just want to do this quick carny joint. This is what I was talking about. He had, what is this, an hour ago? 16 hours ago. I didn't even. So we got Carney, I guess, trying to make himself relevant.
Introducing the Canada Strong Fund.
Yeah, he's copying off Trump with the sovereign wealth fund.
Our country. It's your future, and we're building it together. We're catalyzing a series of nation-building projects in energy, in trade, critical minerals, transport, data, and beyond.
Those are Trump's talking points.
Yeah.
These projects will make Canada stronger, more resilient, and more independent. They'll create good jobs and grow our economy, providing the resources that we need to take care of ourselves and take care of each other. And to make sure that all Canadians can share in these benefits, we're creating the Canada Strong Fund.
That's so like, yo, that, and what's crazy is they all be dragging Trump, but then they go and they take they take all Trump's ideas and then they repurpose them like they're theirs. Bottom line is they don't have any choice now with Trump tariff and everybody. Like, y'all need to take care of your own economy.
Canada's first sovereign wealth fund. The Canada Strong Fund will invest alongside the private sector in nation-building projects to create wealth for Canadians today and our kids tomorrow. And if you have a bit of extra money, we'll make it easy for you to invest in the fund to help build Canada Strong for all. Canadians are choosing to buy Canadian, to explore Canadian, and build Canadian, because it's our country, and we're building our future together.
I don't know, Aaron.
Exactly.
I don't know, Aaron. Are you enthused? Are you enthused? Do you feel did a streak of Canadian pride go up your spine listening to Carney with that there? I don't know, bro. You say India Strong Fund? All right, here. Let's here we go. Let me share screen. This is the joint I was showing you before we went on. Oh, hold on. What y'all saying in the chat? She said, he said, I'm enthused about wanting to move south of the border.
Come to America.
Kwame said, yeah, China's not going to like that. Yeah, I mean, Carney got you jumping from one international benefactor to another. It's going to be interesting to see how that plays out. Trump's turned Carney into persona non grata. I don't even think he's returning his phone calls.
You know what? I think it's going to be the first time in history that we have Canadians actually jumping the border to come over.
To come here? Yeah, how about that?
Bro, how times have changed, man. Damn. So would they be called Maple Leavers or something like that? Canuck jumpers or something? I don't know.
You stupid guys. We ain't gonna start no shit on a random joint. Whatchamacallit? This is the joint I was showing you before we came on. Because whatchamacallit? I know your timeline's flooded with all this black male femicide thing ever since old girl got whacked in Zanzibar. This just showed up on my timeline. So this is they're covering the kid's face, but the thumbnail, his face was like swollen up like a fucking balloon. And this is terrified child secretly calls 911 on abusive mom. And I want to play this one because this is normal in the Keisha household. And you know, we gotta tell the truth, shame the devil.
I would hear about what's going on. Yeah. How long has this been going on?
6 years almost.
He said 6 years. Yo, you heard him? He said 6 years since I was 6.
Man.
And you see how soft and light his voice is? He's a young man.
And he's articulate.
And so apparently you're gonna see the Becky come up. I guess he was outside of the house and his face is swollen up, his eyes, everything, his lips. And then the Becky called the cops.
Okay. You're okay. Hey, something I want you to know. We're here to help. And what we're going to try and do is try to figure out what's going on, okay?
So I live in this neighborhood and I was out for a walk, and he came riding up to me super fast, and he stopped and he was crying, and he's like, can you help me? My mom abuses me. I need help. She's going to come after me.
Okay.
And I looked at his back, and I'm like, oh my God. I'm like, yeah, come with me.
You heard her? She said, and I looked at his back.
Oh, wow.
That's slave shit. I told, man, we had this conversation since season 1. These Keishas be buck breaking these boys, bro, like they on a plantation. You know what I'm saying? Like, you know what I'm saying? When you isolated and you too young, you can't fight. Yo, you understand what I'm saying? So she's saying, I looked at his back. You know what that mean, homie?
Coming like a homeboy in that infamous picture sitting down with all them scars on his back.
Yeah. But what I'm saying is, well, the reason I clicked on the thumbnail because they have a picture of the bull or the tree, and his whole face is swollen up. So basically, he's running from the house on his bike, and he asked Becky for help.
Yeah, that's one picture, man.
Called the police. He's been talking to me. I've been asking questions. I used to be a probation officer for children's court, so
Understand it's been a process.
So his mother is a single parent.
Yep.
Babysits kids in her home.
Gotcha.
So that's scary.
Yep.
Won't let him eat unless he does his chores. He hasn't eaten since last night. She's been abusing her for years. She smokes weed and other drinks in the house. She acts crazy. Her name is Stephanie Miller.
Okay.
She has a sister in Centerville named Sierra.
Okay.
No dad.
Okay.
He's pretty open. He posted your call. He had to wear long sleeve shirts to football practice. He's like, I'm just afraid to
I get it. Forgive me, I just got here. It sounds like you've already explained what's going on to her, and it sounds like a little bit to the medics as well. I do have to ask a couple of questions, though. Does that make sense? From what they've told me, it sounds like, is it your mom?
Yes.
Gotcha. What was her name? Stephanie Miller. Gotcha. It sounds as though she has hurt you a couple of times with extension cords and other things, and that's what caused these marks on your arm and your back. Is that correct?
Yeah, she's whooping him with the extension cord with no shirt on. That's slave shit.
Now she'll
That's
probably go outside, tell him go get her a switch.
That's slave shit. Like if you ever been hit with an extension cord, that whelps your shit up. But like that's what I'm saying. When they tell you to take your shirt off or what you call it, get in the tub and get wet for them to hit you, that's slave shit. Like, but they haven't been doing that shit since the 80s, guys.
Man, 80s, man. They've been doing that since Reconstruction, bro. That's the only way.
Bro, bro. So like we know what we're talking about. So this is modern. Like she fucked this young boy up, bro.
And the last time that this happened was today or last night? Okay. And so you left because you didn't want to get hurt. Okay. So we're gonna try and figure out that correct address, and then we're gonna go from there. Does that make sense? Okay. Okay. So really quick, I want to let you know. You aren't going to have to deal with her for the rest of the day, okay? We're going to figure out what we can do for you from there, but you don't have to deal with her for the rest of the day, okay? Really quick, is there a family member in the area that we can get you to that you feel safe with? It's okay. I know this is a lot, so take your time, okay? It's okay. Nope, she's not going to come at all. She's not going to come near you for the time being, okay? And you don't got to worry about that right now.
It might be her sister, but I don't come out for me. And I looked at his back. I'm like, yes, come with me. And we went around the corner. And
They're calling the paramedics for him.
Man. Yeah, maybe you call.
All right, wait, but here comes his mom.
Okay.
Where's he at? What's going on?
So he was a couple streets over. He was requesting that someone call.
This is the part that's fucked up, though. You see how nice this neighborhood is?
Yep.
Now, like, this shit is common in the hood. Like, in the hood, like, PJs. I grew up in the PJs, all that shit. Like, I'm come from the gutter for real. So that shit's common then. This is what I'm saying about this whole Keisha culture. Look how nice this neighborhood is.
Yeah.
And she beating this boy, like, on some project shit.
Yep.
You know what I'm saying? On some project, you smoke crack all day type shit. You feel me?
This is the Antoine Fisher stuff I was trying to say earlier. This is the Antoine Fisher. See, these poor boys, they gotta be subjugated to authoritative mothers that want to act like Mussolini and Stalin in the household. You are literally she's the big dictator and you are a little country.
And this is bad for the boys, but I be saying the same shit. Like, the Keishas do their daughters dirty too. Like, you know what I'm saying? And they be purposely turning them out. I seen that shit with my own eyes. Like, and the thing is, we all know that shit is happening. Even in quote unquote good families.
All the cops because of some of the injuries he sustained.
He got a whipping.
I gotcha. So
by all means, you can do the parenting that you see fit.
Okay.
The hard part is he has open gashes on his back and scars from where you've lashed him. You are going to be currently under arrest. Okay.
That's
Go
right.
ahead and drop what's in your hands. Put your hands behind your back for me, please. Yes, ma'am. I am serious. Yes, ma'am. Go ahead and drop what's in your hands, please.
Can I
Give me
can I
1
put
second,
that
Clyde.
in my
Clyde.
car?
Yeah, we can put
Like,
all this back
or
in your car. Yeah.
Do I need my ID or anything?
I will grab your ID really quick if that's okay with you. Is there anything else that needs to go? Is there a reason you have a steak knife in your purse?
It's for protection. I go hiking and stuff.
Okay,
so,
that's fine.
I'm under arrest.
Yes, ma'am, you are.
Bro, they just really don't be believing this stuff, like, for real. Like, shorty, you are beating up on a shorty, and you are adult. And I know you have the disposition and the thought process of a 14-year-old child. Shahzarah Ali already told us this. So you think you basically find your little brother, but he came from your womb. This is your son, not your little brother, not your little nephew, and damn sure not your little boyfriend.
Yo, did you hear in the beginning that she runs a child care center out of the crib? So she's in charge of taking care of children, other people's children. You know that, right? That's what
Yes.
they said in the beginning.
So
She
had one.
She's getting paid to take care of other people's children, but she's beating her own child like on some Toby Kunta Kente shit.
Bro,
like you know that whole getting whipped with the extension cord shit. That's to mimic actually being beaten with a whip, bro. You know that, right?
So imagine all the trauma she's causing them kids under her care. So the probably don't do that to them, but they watching her basically doing all that type of stuff, and they be like, you know what? Well, one day she basically snapping and she go and do that to us, man. You know what I'm saying? Now she had, keyword had, a daycare, because after this right here, she ain't gonna have no more daycares. You know what? I'll take that back. You know what? Keisha's they'll find a way to scapegoat this. Says she having a hard time.
The Keisha Industrial Complex. We done talked about that.
I'm still gonna drop my kids over there because I gotta still go to work. But I go ahead and trust her judgment. I don't think she really did that bad to her son. They'll find any way to go ahead and leave their little crumb crusher in her care so they go back to work or doing what they doing. That's crazy.
Can I call my sister to get him, or like?
Yeah, that's fine.
Keep a handcuff key.
I do.
lost my phone. I'll need my phone because
That's
my
fine.
sister number in my
That's
phone.
completely okay. If you'd like, no, it's okay.
like,
I'm gonna take. I'm gonna take the knife out. But other than that, this entire thing can go with you if you'd like.
Okay, you can throw the knife away. It's for hiking.
No, I understand. I'm just gonna put it in your car for you if that's okay. Is it
No,
unlocked?
it's okay. Can you?
And what's scary is that she sounds so reasonable and sensible. She don't even got Keisha vibes like that. Kwame said what she couldn't do to his father, she does to her son. Spot on. That's 100%.
Yep.
Aaron says women are too emotional to be baby moms. Well, it's an epidemic. Too often I see women who don't like their sons. Yeah, because they look like their dads. That shit happened to me. And she hates the dad, so she takes it out on the boy. All right, that's the same thing Kwame's saying. He looks like him. Yeah, I mean, that's standard operating procedure at this point. But like I said, I'm going to drop let me drop the link to the video in the chat. Because if you see the thumbnail, old boy's face, his whole face is swollen up, busted.
Just lock my door. And
Yeah. Is the window down?
You can throw it away. It's just a knife.
No, I understand. I'm more secure with securing your car at this point in your house.
Oh, that's what I'm saying. Can you lock my car door?
Yeah.
And can you can I make some phone calls before? Because I need to have somebody come get my dogs.
I understand. We can
And
make.
I
We
have
can.
to get my
We can.
son
We can
taken
have
care
the.
of.
Yep.
And
We can
I
have
don't
those
have
phone
no
calls.
phone numbers memorized.
Okay. We can get the phone out for you here shortly. Okay.
Just your phone number. Am I being charged with something?
Yes, the
At the very least,
Yeah,
being charged
yeah.
with assault, if not more.
Bro.
Yes, ma'am.
Is there anything else I missed? Is they're gonna catch it at the jail? If there's anything else I need to be
You should shut the hell up, Keisha. Everything you say is
walk to the car.
Bro, you see how nice this neighborhood is?
Yeah.
Do you have any other kids in the house right now?
And that's the reason why they don't want no Section 8 Keisha out there no more right now.
Oh, you think she on Section 8?
You know she on Section... Bro, come on.
What's the blood pressure looking like?
35 over 71.
And so you say,
Bang, there you go right there. You see, there you go right there. You see that? So this is a rando that came up on the timeline on YouTube. This is recent. This is a young boy. So I'm saying, I'm knowing what's going on in this joint, right? So that's similar. And just randomly, there go Kwame saying the story of my adolescent life. So we going back 50 years. You see what I'm saying to you?
Bro.
Where this is standard operating procedure.
Man, we already know black women are bullies to their kids. Man. That whole y'all can't handle a strong black woman y'all was raised by, like they believe bullying us is the only way they can actually keep us around and basically keep us in order. They got to bully us, and a lot of niggas, I mean, I'm one. I'm like, I'll be damned if I let one of you Keishas bully me, man. I'll go ahead and treat you like Della Reese up in Harlem Nights, man. Forget this shit.
And that's what I said. When I saw the piece or the part of it, I wanted to play because, yeah, Kwame saying it, I'm playing. So like I said, so this is current. So if we use me and Kwame, we going back 50 years or so. This is standard operating procedure. Like, and shout out Tommy Sotomayor for saying this forever. Like, this is okay. Kwame said, yeah, he's seen the thumbnail. Woo, right? Yeah, the thumbnail's crazy, right? That's why I clicked on it. This young boy, this young boy's fucked up, bro. Like fucked up, bro.
she does this.
Like he got all beat in the face and shit. And you know what I'm saying? That's the only thing I saw. I didn't know he had the open gashes in his back from extension cord. That means she was whooping him with his shirt off. You feel me?
So she giving him grown like grown people pun. I guarantee she like trying to hit him as hard as she can, you know, make his face swell up like that. You know, well, you know what? She is a heavyweight, so it probably won't take that much.
I mean, she beating him in his face with her fist, and then, or before, she was whooping him with an extension cord with his shirt off. The young boy's like 13, bro. You see how soft-spoken he is?
Yep.
He's not, you know what I'm saying? You know the young boys, that's a problem. You know what I'm talking about. You can hear it in their voice.
It's with electrical cord. I got you.
Electrical cord, just like funny stuff. It's got a metal like thing that you would need about TVs with, and now lots of different things like room, yeah, all types of stuff. And like wooden.
You hear the long list of shit that he said that she'd be beaten with?
Laundry list.
That was a laundry list, right?
Bro.
That's crazy. Yo. I'm not even going to say it's crazy. It's not crazy. To a large degree, that's
normal for the course. Everybody think beating they see the thing about discipline. See, black people, they want to talk about, oh, I was raised right, like no, you was abused. See, all that so-called physical violence that we was beholden as kids, that was just the adults taking their frustration from their job. They probably failed in life and all that stuff, and they taking all their frustration out on that. A lot of us, man, them type of beings, like I can understand you doing some type of physical discipline like that for like real like out of control, out of control kids. But usually you could just send their ass to the reformatory school and they get them right. These abuse methods from slavery, because that's the only way it came from. That's the only way to keep these young slaves and even old men slaves in line. You know, and they think this is the only way to properly discipline a black boy, and which he'll go ahead and internalize this type of abuse and go ahead and lash it out into the world and become basically the victimizer that they're scared about and then they'll be like, "But he was such a good." No. That boy was hurt, and when all that hurt was built up, and sure enough, you've seen a lot of these boys are taking off their mothers, like the one here in Chicago.
Oh, that's what. Shout out to Dr. TSI. I'm not TSI. Dr. Ron Neal, BMR 3000 Reloaded. He was saying at the earlier this week that there's been an upsurge of boys killing their mothers, black boys in particular killing them. There's been an upsurge of it, and like I said, this is all tying together in real time. I didn't even connect those dots when I was playing this, but look at this shit. And I want to once again point to how nice the neighborhood looks. Do you know what I'm saying? Like I grew up in the PJs, so you know what I'm saying? Like
I grew feel up in the worst, not the PJ, but I visited the PJs. They was everywhere up into the mid 2000s. But yeah, I grew up in some of the worst hoods that could basically rob the projects at the same time. So yeah, I understand, bro. I understand.
No, but what I'm saying is when you seen shit like that in those neighborhoods, not that it was understandable, but you equate that with that. A lot of people was on drugs and stuff like that. I want to point out how nice this neighborhood and the same Keisha activity is going on. And this is, 6 decades later. Kwame said he looked like he was in an MMA fight. And I'm not being funny about this. Yeah, 100%. That's why I clicked on the thumbnail. Yo, the boys lumped the fuck up, bro. He looked like he just went 12 rounds with an adult male. Like that's what his face looked like.
Utensils and metal utensils and stuff.
You
like
say
that.
utensils, metal utensils. He's still going through the list.
I haven't eaten in a while as well. Is that correct?
Yeah, I haven't eaten since yesterday, last night. Yeah.
Since last night?
Yeah.
Gotcha.
That's
Is that common that your mom won't let you eat for extended periods of time?
No, it's after I finish my chores, I have like morning chores and like 12 o'clock middle of the day chores and then nighttime chores.
Okay.
I do normally do my chores like letting the dogs out and taking the trash in the morning. But sometimes I have extra chores and I can't eat until I finish those chores. Then I had just started my chores, so I haven't ate yet since yesterday.
Okay. I got you.
All right, ma'am. So what exactly happened? I don't know what all happened.
I'm sorry, I did go too far. He hid the belt. I usually would have whipped him with a belt. And it's that I've never whipped him this bad. So I probably did go a little too far with discipline.
Went a little bit too far.
Yo, you see how she not explaining exactly what he did for her to basically whoop this kid like a slave and bust his face all up? And she's like, she hid the belt. Like, yeah, we all hid the belt. So you went and get an extension cord and you like beat him. You see how confident she hasn't explained exactly what he did for this type of abuse.
But I didn't realize he had any like you said, he had open rooms or something. I didn't realize he had that. And then I just looked up and I noticed he had left. So I was about to leave and go look for him. He got in
Keisha
trouble.
abuse, bro.
He got his PlayStation took and his phone.
Okay, what did he do to get in trouble?
He wasn't doing his chores and he was playing on his games.
So she whooped him like that for not doing his chores and playing on his game. You know what kids don't do? Fucking chores. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You spend your entire, I've raised like little kids. You spend your whole time be like, bro, you ain't do your chores. Yo, you're going to do, you know what I'm saying? You don't beat them like slaves for not doing their chores.
Yo, Keisha abuse to children is epigenetic, Machismo.
Yes, it is epigenetic. Yo, and what's crazy is she's thrown off. You see how calm she is about this shit?
Yeah.
I got you.
I was just about to say, she stands all nonchalant, but they very soft.
Now, there was some previous scoring on him. What was that from?
He's an active kid. Climbs trees and we hike. And he was running.
It was whips all around his body, so don't lie to me, okay?
He got in trouble for acting up.
Okay, is this a repetitive thing?
He's
Wow.
been acting up since me and my ex broke up.
Oh wow.
Is this something he's going through, or
Bang. So the father's not there. He said he's been acting up since me and my ex broke up. Yo, I guarantee you her ex-boyfriend was touching the boy. Telling you.
Man, I want
Bro.
man, bro. I want
Bro, so that's not I don't unless that was the ex she's talking about is his father, but with some shit like that, I don't think the father would be letting her whoop on him like that. You feel me? He would call his dad. You feel me?
Yeah.
is it like kind of like a
acting up really bad, like running away, going all the way to the neighborhood over by the hospital without permission, like sewing. I mean, he's just been acting up, even his grades in school, sneaking, talking to girls, you know, that he met online that he's not supposed to talk to strangers. Like, he's just kind of been getting
He's a
out of
boy.
control, and I've been doing everything I can to try to discipline him.
He's a 12-year-old boy that's trying to go. Man,
Now, I
look,
will say sometimes discipline doesn't really work for some children. Other forms of discipline work, such as, you know, talking to them in a nice manner. Some kids don't take well to physical discipline. So it's just about changing up and how you do that. You can't just, I mean, I'm going to be flat out. It looks like you beat him, okay? And no child should go through that. No person should go through that, okay?
Right, I agree.
But as far as everything else, do you babysit for a living?
I do.
Okay. Do you have anyone coming over today?
Not today. I mean, if they try to drop their kids off and I'm not here, then
Right, that's on them. But
I can't call out the people I babysit for.
right. Okay. I'm just going to be blunt with you. Do you discipline any other children?
No, never.
Okay.
Just my son. Like,
Okay, is that your only kid?
That's my only child.
Okay. All right. How do you discipline other children?
I don't discipline other kids.
Okay, you just let them go.
I mean,
Yeah,
I
right.
don't put my hand down. I don't hit them. I don't.
You might yell at them or be like, hey, don't do that or something like that.
I tell them to sit down.
Yo, this lady cop really walking it down slow. You peeping that shit, right?
Yep. Real good, real good, real
She walking it down slow.
real
Well,
good.
Aaron said my brother got the belt but never looked like this. Yo, we got beatings back in there. There's a difference between motherfuckers getting the belt and just getting beat. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, there was levels to this shit back in the day. Like, kids is, I think parents is too goddamn lenient with the kids now. Like, you know what I'm saying? Sometimes when you was crazy out of line, you got a good smack. You need it. You know what I'm saying? Most people from our generation who wasn't like beaten, but like occasionally got their ass kicked by their parents. Most people or adults be like now, be like, yeah, my parents was right. I was way out of line. Like, you know what I'm saying? Most people are like,
I mean, the ass voice I got from my old man, and I'm talking about, you know, this is some civil rights, solid generation ass whooping right here. You know what I'm saying? These was real grown man, like weapons and stuff like that. That belt action from the old man, well, belt to ass was a method. I think he was the teacher of it. You know, so it kept me out of the penitentiary. I never went.
That's a lot of shit, especially with like pops or uncles. Like a lot of that shit kept us out of jail or doing like dumb shit. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Oh yeah,
and like even then, you knew the difference between like when you had that shit coming and when like you was being abused. And like because we had a lot of friends that was being abused. We'd be like, yo, we be getting beatings, but not like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like your shit was something else. Like, we need to call somebody. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, yeah, like that ain't the same as getting the belt or something like that. Like, yo, you're getting fucked up. Look at your face. Like, you know what I'm saying?
Shit. Yeah, belt to ass, the belt to ass method. That's what it's called. They white people call it corporal punishment. We call it belt to
punishment. Corporal punishment. See, my dad was a Marine anyway, so he was already a disciplinarian. But a lot of my punishments was like push-ups. I used to have to hold fucking encyclopedias in both of my hands with my arms out. like shit like that. He said, me and my brother used to have to do all these like static, like I guess he learned that shit in the military. It made us strong as fuck though. Me and my brother.
Oh yeah. But yeah,
he's been acting up really bad because he's going through a lot right now. We had to switch schools. We had to move. He lost a parent, and he's been acting out behavior-wise because everything he's done. But
I got you.
He never had these problems. Like, he never behaved this way, so I never had to really discipline him until recently. Like, I don't like spanking him, but I'm just worried about him. Like, is someone at the hospital with him?
Yeah, so the medics are at the hospital with him right now. We're trying to get your aunt, well, not your aunt, his aunt, your sister, to go pick him up. Now, I will advise you, we are going to call Child Protective Services. Okay. I don't know if he told you that or
not.
No. But that's the game plan right now. I just want you to be aware of that. Okay.
We're not going to put him in foster care with him. Or
that's not up to us.
He can go to my sister or my dad or my aunt's house.
Okay.
I don't want him going to a stranger.
Right. No, I'm sure. And just for clarification, when you say you have hit him with a belt before, is that?
Usually I spank him in the butt with a belt.
Okay.
So this time I didn't have a belt because he hit it, so I used an extension for it.
Okay. How'd you use that?
I spanked him with it.
Okay. Like in a whipping fashion? Or?
Yeah.
Okay. I gotcha. Thank you.
Thank you guys.
Thank you. If you have any questions, comments, concerns.
You know what it too is? He just hit puberty, so that testosterone in it.
Yeah, I was just thinking that.
She can't control him. He's stronger than her and everything. You understand what I'm saying? That's probably how she ended up busting him all in his face. If you look at the thumbnail, his face is busted up.
Feel free to reach out to us. Okay?
Yeah, thanks. Can I check in and see how he's doing later, or a couple days, or?
You can call us, but we aren't going to probably have an answer for you.
Okay.
So one of two things is going to happen. One, we're going to be able to make contact with an aunt who feels.
The Becky trying to check up on him and make sure he's good. Well, good old Becky.
Comfortable with,
okay,
and have her come pick him up from Children's.
Okay, good.
Or Children's Services is going to get involved.
I hope
Regardless, Children's Services is getting involved, but we are hopefully going to get him to a family member and not Children's Services.
Yeah.
He said he felt
Yo,
comfortable with
I'm starting to notice something, man.
She said he says that she lives in Centerville.
Yeah.
And so that's not terribly far from Children's, and so hopefully she can come out.
No, go ahead. You were saying?
I'm starting to notice something, man. I'm starting to see the blind side complex. It's like Tommy Sotomayor was a prophet back in the 2010s when he said that the worst place for a black boy is in the womb of a black mother,
or in the home of a single mother.
Then
the two most dangerous places.
Then he said they are the worst stewards of children. Then I go back to that movie, The Blind Side. It took a Becky to save that poor boy out of poverty, out of getting beatings and stuff like that. Even Antoine Fisher, the movie Antoine Fisher, bro. They'll tell you you was raised by a single mom. What's wrong with single moms? And when you bring up videos like this, yeah.
Oh, all right. We're in luck. AI Telly does it again.
What happened?
They just launched it They just posted it 3 hours ago. He said, do you think part of her wanted to get caught? How can you leave his face looking? Well, honestly, the Keisha Industrial Complex. The Keisha don't be getting no repercussions. They really do be thinking they could do anything. Here's my thing. I think that she was entirely too cavalier and calm about that. That's what was scary about to me. Like how she was acting. That's the chick that kills the kid in his sleep. She was way too calm about that shit. It was on some, oh, okay, you done went out and talked to somebody. Wait till Wait till you back in the house type shit. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, you want to be a snitch?
No, because I used to see that. I used to see that a lot too. It's like you know, some of the homies and shit when we was young, you knew they was getting fucked up, and then nobody would believe it because they would see their mom like, Miss So and So, she's so nice. You understand what I'm saying to you?
Man, yeah, I already know it.
You know what I'm saying? Like, no, that can't be happening. You understand what I'm saying? And then they would explain off, oh, he fell or something like that. But like you know what I'm saying? That was your homeboy, and you knew, like, nah, she in there
Oh, that
burning.
can't be true. That can't be, man. What you do?
Yeah, she in there burning them with fucking forks off the stove and shit. You feel me?
Like penny off of Good Times and stuff, man.
Yeah. So
Correct.
yeah, this shit ain't new. This shit old, cuz.
Yeah.
But I wanted to do that, John, because my timeline been flooded with ever since what you would call it, Chad got the divester was hanging out in Zanzibar.
He left the hanging. Oh, you left the hanging.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? What you would call it? It been a full media 52 fake out. Like everything's black man this, black me. You know what I'm saying? Like, yo, I don't know if you noticed. No, there ain't no follow up on Brad. We ain't heard nothing, right? He gonna walk, bro. I'm trying to tell you, he gonna get away smooth, clean. And what's crazy is the mom and the chick's friend are defending the Brad, which is crazy.
Like what?
Like there's no evidence. We're not gonna jump to conclusions. You know what I'm saying?
Michael Myers, bro. Michael Myers.
Yo, it's crazy, bro. I mean, shout out to AC, man. Shout out to AC. Like, yo. But this is all right, cool. We're gonna end with this. They just dropped this.
You know what?
Is AI Telly. They do like AI reenactments of we did the Venezuela, we did the Maduro kidnapping. So they just dropped Trump's third assassination attempt explained in detail.
What channel is this?
AI Telly. Yeah, they do like AI reenactments. They're dope. So all right, so this is the AI breakdown of last night's attempted deleting of President Trump. Let's get at
As Allen bypassed security at one of the most highly protected buildings on Earth during the third assassination attempt on our president, Donald J. Trump. To understand how, let's take a look at this 3D model of the Hilton Hotel that we put together just 12 hours ago. The event was split across 2 floors, the terrace and the concourse. The guests had to clear security at the bottom of the stairs just to access the ballroom, which held the president, the first lady, and top government officials. So how did the shooter bypass these checkpoints? Well, he simply traveled from LA and checked in as a regular hotel guest. Security was full of blind spots.
Tell me this isn't awesome. This is awesome, right?
Mm-hmm.
Including zero luggage screening at the front doors. When he finally hit the main checkpoint, he charged in guns blazing, carrying a shotgun, a pistol, and several knives. It begs the question, what if he hadn't been stopped? Had the Secret Service failed on those stairs, the assassin wouldn't have made it to the ballroom. Walking freely right through this passage, he almost certainly would have wiped out the entire American leadership. This part 1, the assassin behind the plan. To understand what happened on the night of April 25th, 2026, you first need to understand who Cole Thomas Allen was. Born April 11, 1995, Allen attended the California Institute of Technology from 2013 to 2017. But beneath that ordinary surface, something was building. On the evening of April...
Dag, he's a Cal Tech grad. What a waste.
So, how many names do the assassins have in common? John Wilkes Booth, Lee Harvey Oswald. You combine how many letters in their names is basically going to be like what, 12 or 13. How many is Cole Thomas Allen?
Is she doing the anagram thing?
Bro. I don't even be trying that. So I just find coincidences, and I don't even believe in coincidences. You know me, I believe in synchronicity. That's the reason I'm looking like, hold on. I find ironic all they got is three names going on here. And ironically, he got three first names.
He said 3 first names.
Yeah. How many black men do you know got 3 first names?
Not many. Not many. Well, yeah, I don't have 3 first names. I was about to say my name on the air. Caught myself.
Good.
God damn. No, this is Caltech grad. What a waste. Through his life, yeah, over BS ideology. And once again, like Greg Gutfeld's monologue and what I alluded to last night on Sunday show. That's what I meant. I perhaps I didn't articulate it correctly, but that's what I meant when I was saying, like, damn, I kind of feel bad for this guy. He is responsible for his own decision, but I feel like he had a significant nudge. You understand what I'm saying? And
Yep.
some people are highly susceptible to auto suggestion and stuff like that. And we know scientifically that propaganda does work. I mean, to a large extent, we do our own propaganda, you know, for the FBA black men. You know what I mean? And it has worked. Do you know what I'm saying?
Yep. We good over here.
Yeah, we good over here.
April 25th, roughly 10 minutes before he made his move, Allen sent family members a written statement calling himself the friendly federal assassin, expressing deep anti-Trump sentiments and clearly stating he wanted to target administration officials. He had purchased his shotgun legally in August 2025 and also owned a semi-automatic pistol purchased in 2023. Both purchases required FBI background checks, which he passed. He had no criminal record. He had no restraining orders. Nothing in the system marked him as a threat. This brings us to part 2, the journey to Washington. Allen checked into the Washington Hilton on Friday, the day before the event. He had traveled from Los Angeles to Chicago by train, and then from Chicago to Washington, D.C. He was not flagged. He was not stopped. But how on earth could someone with a disassembled long gun check into a hotel room where the president was scheduled to speak?
Good question.
The answer is simple. Nobody even looked at the guest's luggage. His bags went completely unchecked on Friday afternoon, and all of his belongings remained unchecked as late as 5:00 p.m. on the day of the event. Allen spent Friday night in his hotel room where he assembled his weapons and waited. Here is part 3, the dinner begins. At 8:00 p.m., the Washington Hilton's International Ballroom, built deep underground beneath the hotel, was packed with 2,600 guests in black tie. The hotel's layout for this event can be divided into 2 main sections, the terrace level, and just below it, the concourse or lower level. This subterranean room was the exact location where the president, the first lady, the vice president, the FBI director, the secretary of state, the attorney general, the EPA administrator, and the secretary of health and human services were gathered. Effectively, the entire executive leadership.
Damn, all in the same room. Boy, and dude sprinted for that door. He got pretty close. But no BS though behind those curtains. The team with Trump, you seen the Bulls come out in the tack vest and everything. I think he might have 1 or 2 Delta operators on his team. Trump, because Trump wasn't playing around after the Butler joint. You seen the Secret Service guys come out, but you seen the guys in the flak vest and everything.
Mhm.
Trump rolling with some shooters. You know what I'm saying? They would have got him and Vance out of there and with the work on old boy. But the boy got close, man.
Of the United States government was seated together in a single confined space. Meanwhile, Allen was making his move. Preliminary investigations determined that he used a stairwell to descend from his hotel room down to the terrace level, carrying his firearms in a bag. He walked down those stairs calmly. He knew exactly where the checkpoint was, and he knew exactly what he was walking toward. So how did he breach the perimeter? We look to part 4, the breach. Using his room key, Allen walked through the hotel lobby and corridors like any other guest. Security cameras recorded him carrying a shotgun, a hand.
Watching this, it's hard to believe that he didn't have help, or he didn't have someone didn't filter him intel. This is
intimidate anyone.
He's Dolo. Yes, he is an engineering major, but like he had help. I don't care how good you are, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, somebody had to have been filtering him some intel. Oh yeah, they're gonna give him basketball numbers, and he's gonna be fully interrogated. I'm glad he's alive, so that they can work their way down the chain. He had to have had some intelligence.
Gun and multiple knives, completely unchallenged. At approximately 8:36 p.m. Eastern Time, Allen was finally confronted by security near the main metal detector screening area, just outside the ballroom doors. He sprinted past the initial security barricades and opened fire. At least 2 shots rang out as he engaged the security forces. A member of the Secret Service uniformed division returned fire just before Allen was apprehended, though the shot missed amid the chaos.
Really?
Allen was immediately swarmed, tackled, pinned face down to the ground, and handcuffed right at the magnetometers. He never made it through the ballroom doors. But what were the mistakes? This leads to part 5. The security loopholes. What went wrong? Loophole 1. The hotel guest exemption. The most fundamental flaw in the entire security plan was this: registered hotel guests were not subjected to early screening. Loophole 2. No luggage screening at check-in. An attendee staying in the room next to Allen's confirmed that nobody checked luggage during hotel check-in on Friday or even as late as 5:00 p.m. on Saturday. Loophole 3. The manifesto that arrived too late. Allen sent his written manifesto to family members roughly 10 minutes before the attack began. Although his brother notified local police, the warning simply came too late to act upon. Loophole 4. Legal gun purchases with no red flags. Allen purchased his shotgun legally in August 2025, passing an FBI background check.
Yeah, because he's a model. He's basically a model citizen.
His pistol was also purchased legally in 2023 with a cleared background check. Nothing in the system marked him as a threat. Loophole 5. A public hotel hosting a presidential event. Trump himself addressed this vulnerability directly following the attack. He posted on social media stating this event would never have happened with the militarily top-secret ballroom currently under construction at the White House. This brings us to part 8. What if he had breached the checkpoint? If Allen had pushed past those agents, or if the security detail had been fewer in number, slower to react, or simply overwhelmed, he would have entered a subterranean room with nowhere for the crowd to escape. In a densely confined underground ball.
Oh, good. They're gonna play it out. Oh, a lot of journalists and stuff would have got whacked. I think Trump and his team would have been fine. They got Secret Service there, and you've seen the type of military hardware they have behind the joint. The journalists would have got whacked. A lot of but let's see how they play it out.
Room, a shotgun is among the most devastating weapons imaginable. The casualty potential in that room, even in the brief seconds before tactical agents could neutralize a threat already inside the perimeter, is almost unthinkable. Had the attack succeeded, the United States would have faced a constitutional crisis unlike anything in modern history. The president, the vice president, and much of the executive cabinet could have been incapacitated simultaneously, in the exact same room. But if this was the third attempt on the president's life, what exactly happened during the first 2? While the second attempt takes us to West Palm Beach, Florida, home to the prestigious Trump International Golf Club. This exclusive private club offers its members world-class amenities, including 27 holes of championship golf. Now let's examine the positions of Mr. Donald Trump and the shooter. Currently, Mr. Trump is positioned at the 5th hole, while the shooter was reportedly waiting behind the chain-link fences in close proximity. Based on the analysis, Trump was approximately 300 to 500 yards away from the gunman at the time, which is approximately 200 to 457 meters. This visual representation provides a clearer understanding of the layout and the critical distance between the 2 individuals during the incident. Now that we've understand the gunman's position, we can piece together his actions. He arrived in a black Nissan SUV and parked somewhere in the vicinity, likely...
Kwame said, I see waterboarding in his future.
Oh, yeah.
Quite possible. Well, that's the main one I wanted to see, the one from last night. Shit, we damn almost did 2 hours, Mustafa.
Yeah, you said we was only gonna do about an hour 10.
Yeah, damn. Well, the young boy getting busted up went longer than I expected. We did a lot of stops.
that blue leash. You know what? This kind of remind. I was seeing a Dr. T.S. Son post on Facebook. Shout him. You had mentioned him earlier. He had shared a meme about this thing called blue leashing. You know what
blue leashing? Yep. Yeah, blue leashing,
bro. Whether you call the police on them or they call the police on you, man, it's just bad business that we are presently endangered by a so-called matriarch of the so-called community. Like she called the slave catchers, she'll call master, she'll even call other so-called black simps to go ahead and try to go ahead and keep you in line.
Well, straight up with that, but I will say, we're at the beginning of like the downfall of the Keisha Industrial Complex. So salute to us. We've been chipping away at it year by year and piece by piece, and especially now since we got old Donald up in there defunding it piece by piece. All right, man. You give them a closing statement, man. We get the hell up out of here. Yo, salute to the chat, man. Thanks everybody for hanging out with us.
Shout out to DJ T again. I mean, I call him the Teflon Don for the reason. This going to stick with him now. He literally Mr. Untouchable. He's better than Nicky Barnes. He really Mr. Untouchable at this point. Y'all can say everything at him, but he basically walking scot-free. Y'all really is letting politics run y'all lives. Like, I get it. Y'all don't have no type of religion. Some of y'all don't have no real community, don't have any real friends. A lot of y'all family look at you sideways unless they in the chicanery and y'all just can't trust each other. I get it. Without this so-called ideology, you really ain't got nothing. Especially if you got your information and indoctrination / education from one of these universities and colleges. You invested your whole entire life in this so-called belief, and which it ain't gonna never benefit you at all. And I'm sitting on the sideline smoking on my backwood, and I'm just looking like, damn, I still gotta be involved with y'all in this still. Damn. But other than that, I'm just going ahead and watch the Liberal Party eat themselves alive come midterms, and just gonna give me more content to go ahead and survive my little fledgling YouTube career. That's it.
All right. All right, guys, that's a wrap. Cross your fingers. We might see you tomorrow. We've been playing it by ear. I got your number, Mr. So I can hit you directly because email too goddamn slow. Shout out to Kwame Kaiju and Aaron for hanging out with us the majority of the chat. I see a bunch of you guys were in here earlier. That's Kwame. Yeah, Kwame, Aaron. Woody Pack, what up, Playboy? Yeah, Lord of Brooklyn, I saw you in here earlier too, man. Appreciate you guys. We'll be back Sunday for the regular as usual. And I don't know if anybody's noticed, I've been having a channel playing daytime hours and everything. We've amassed a very large catalog of content now. So I'm starting to run this joint like television, just playing stuff in syndication during the day. It seems to be working out well. Leave stuff in the comment sections or the community tab if you got suggestions for the channel. Aaron says, good stream, gentlemen. Have a good night, everyone. Appreciate it. Aaron has been a member for maybe 6 months, ever since Quiet Storm gifted her a membership in the cloud. So appreciate, once again, too, appreciate everybody that keeps renewing their memberships every month, man. Really, that is, well, I mean, we are a user funded channel like old PBS television. So appreciate it. Mr. O, always a pleasure. I'll hit you on the back end, and we might be right back at it again tomorrow. Good Good night and good luck, everybody.
Yeah.